welcome back. You are welcome to video 3 where I'm going to talk for 4 minutes, and then at the end I'm going to ask questions and hope that you'll reflect back to me what you hear. So we are telling the story of Noah, and it's really crazy because this is actually the last story that we get of Noah. Noah dies at the end of the story. So sandwiched right after this great hero's victory is the story of him becoming this tender of the land, becoming this guy who brews his own wine, and then gets super drunk. And then we have this tale. So something about it was really important to the author to communicate. So what we have is Noah passed out drunk, naked, in the privacy of his tent, because that was the custom. He'd have his own tent. And one of his children, Ham, tragic name, finds his father naked in the tent, goes and tells his bros. His bros, in an act of like super high dignity, chill prudishness, walk backwards into the tent where their dad is naked and still unconscious and drape a cloth over him. That's the context that we have for where we're catching up in the story today. Now, some commentators have speculated that this must have been something awful that Ham did, and we just don't know. Because when Noah comes to, when Noah wakes up, when Noah has slept off his inebriation, Noah says that he knows what his young son did to him. So what did he do to him? Usually when people are super drunk, hopefully the worst that happens is they're missing an eyebrow. We don't know the story of why Noah is so upset, and some have thought perhaps there was something really illicit. Perhaps Ham, the son of Noah, actually violated his father while he was in a compromised state, which is clearly unacceptable, clearly not okay. The reason why I don't think that's the case, in my personal opinion, is because the Hebrew Bible is incredibly honest, like brutally honest on topics like rape and incest and all kinds of deplorable, immoral, and ethical acts. And that's not mentioned here. What we have is a very angry Noah who feels he has been disrespected. So I suggest that potentially there was a societal norm. And we know, because we've seen it in scripture and other places, that you're not supposed to look upon your father's nakedness and reveal his vulnerableness in that way. And Ham did. And Ham told his bros about it. And that something about that was so disrespectful to the dignity of this leader. And it makes me think of times in my life when I have felt disrespected and been way too harsh with people, because really my ego was just hurt. Yeah, they might have done something that was like societally uncool, and nobody would have blamed me. I would have been justified for freaking out, but really my ego was just wounded. And I wonder if that's what's happening in the story. And so I ask you, have you ever been the Noah in the story? You know, you made a stupid choice. You did a dumb thing on purpose or on accident, either way. And it was within your societal capacity to shame that person. Did you? I know I have. And I'll talk about it in the podcast, and I'll talk about it in the Zoom. Or maybe you've been the Ham in the story. Like, wrong place, wrong time, complicated situation, what? And then it ends up becoming this big ordeal. That's what I want to talk about. And we're going to talk about how it ends for Ham in the next video. But I hope that you'll comment and reflect below. See you next time.